Hello everyone and welcome to She Rides, a podcast where women's cycling takes the lead. I'm Saar, your host for today, and I'm joined by a very well-known guest in the podcast to talk about women's cycling. Let's get started. Ready? Hi everyone and welcome to episode 73. We have lots to talk about because we just saw the finish of the final stage of this Vuelta. And well, let's just say it was kind of a good one for She Rides. We'll get to that in the end, but let me first introduce you to our guest. Hi, Tim.
Hello.
Good to have you on, and I think we have kind of a good guest with us to recap it all, since you've been doing some commentary as well for the Vuelta, so that's always good. How have you experienced this Vuelta, and what's your highlight already, just to start with it?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've had the pleasure to commentate the final 2 days, the mountain stages. And boy, was it a spectacle. Yeah, I mean, of course, the Angliru was the absolute highlight. How can it not be?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to know more? I don't think so.
Okay, quite a good answer. For my highlight, yeah, it's like kind of complicated because I feel like there are multiple, but also like there's one obvious She Writes highlight. But apart from that, of course, my Lotte Kopecky heart was kind of like crushed in the beginning of this week, and then to see her get that win, yeah, it did mean something. So I would go with that with one of the highlights. But so many other great things happened after that. So yeah, let's just start in the beginning, maybe with stage 1. Did we have any action? We did have any action, but can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, I mean, there were not that many attacks. We had, yeah, I mean, no, it certainly wasn't a slow start, but it was really difficult to break away. Maybe riders were a little bit anxious about the things that were to follow. But the final, yeah, it was spectacular in both good and bad ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely been atrocious weather in Galicia and in Asturias as well. And the weather was absolutely abysmal in the downhill. Coming towards the end of the first stage, with of course Marianne Vos being the biggest, to crash down, broken a collarbone.
Yeah.
And crazy comeback and 7th in the end. Just on the top of my head, absolutely crazy comeback. But yeah, it's an absolute bummer for the race. However, yeah, it was quite spectacular on the little kicker up to the finish. I mean, of course, you would have been a bit disappointed, I think.
A little bit.
A tiny bit. But no, Noemi Ruek, she had it coming for quite a while.
Yeah.
The absolute big one. And this was an absolute ripper of a stage win. Yeah, well done to her.
Yeah.
Massive.
But like my overall feeling was also, okay, if it can't be lost today, then Ruik is also quite a cool rider to win it. So that was nice. I'm gonna add a few more things. Rianne Marcus also crashed, and that in that stage, yeah, I think you might have seen like the picture on her social media where like after the stage she was just all covered in like plasters and stuff like that. So crazy, she still finished it, and she made it in the break the last day as well. And our Margot van Pachtebeke also crashed in the first stage. She did continue on riding, but it was a DNS in stage 3. So she has a collarbone. A collarbone. Oof. How is it called? I just lost the word.
Well, she certainly broke something.
Yeah, it was wait. Tailbone, of course. Tailbone injury. So that was quite sad to see because I think really the Grand Tours were like a spot for her to for Margot to show herself, and I was like feeling quite good. It was a Margot parcours as well, so it's super sad for her to see that she had to leave it so early on, and hopefully she can recover quickly and come back and show some nice things. But because if she's in the good shape, she definitely will. Something I'd like to zoom in on as well is after we saw the crash, we had FDG going full gas. What were your thoughts about that? I was like, come on, guys, this isn't like real fair play. But what were your thoughts in that moment?
It's racing. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, is it chic? No, I don't
mhm.
think so. But yeah, you're allowed to do it.
Yeah. But always when I see this happen, I'm like a bit like, this is like, I don't like to see it. Like, whoever does it, I'm always a bit like, yeah, this is not nice. And for sure, like, as you've seen, it was also not like just one rider crashed out or something. It was also like in a downhill, and it's like, always a bit, yeah, it happens, but I wasn't too thrilled about it. And like, in the end, like, yeah, for what reason? Because they didn't get much out of it. But yeah, well, that happened. Then we had, of course, also one of the protagonists on three of this Vuelta with Koch. And then like, yeah, it was like this whole Vuelta basically was like, yeah, it's gonna be punchy, but maybe the sprinters can like do something there as well. And then in the first stage, you already have Nivea Doma, Skibon, Swinkles on 4, 5, and 6. So that's basically the story of this Vuelta. It's like, yeah, maybe the sprinters can do something, but like, and some actually can. But still, you have in the top 10 already the GC riders in there. So that says enough, I think, about how this Vuelta was.
Stage 2, I think.
Okay.
Lobios San Quebrao das Vinhas, almost to the Portuguese border. I mean, it was also spectacular in its own way. We did have a breakaway. 5 riders. Julie van der Velde was there with Carine Schrempf, Lea Rondel, Andrea Casagranda, and of course Marieke Meer, 2 Belgians. And it
Good
was
breakaway.
another Belgian.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely solid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were caught just after the intermediate sprint, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was like manifesting, like, oh, could we already see my hot take happening? Sadly not. But I've just
Your
decided
hot
we
take
can add
being
like what Borkos and stuff with it, and we just see if it can happen. We still believe in it, and if it doesn't happen in some sort of Vuelta, I'm still manifesting like Julie van der Velde win in any sort of race. Doesn't matter which one. But yeah, she showed herself for sure, and then did some great work as well for not only the climbers but also for Shari at one point, which was not according to the plan. So
yeah,
nice.
what a nice segue into the finale. Katrine Allerud with a nice breakaway, actually. At some moment, I was really starting to doubt whether they might just let her go, but it wasn't to be in the end. It was a rather nasty climb, but not really nasty enough to be a total battlefield. Yeah, it was about holding on for dear life. And that's exactly what the winner did. I mean, I would love to get your assessment on the sprint, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, some godverdomme showed up for sure. Like if I had like, but like the thing already, so I was like planning to watch it at the physio. Yeah, thank God I didn't do that probably. But so I watched it after. Um Luckily I did put my phone on do not disturb because yeah, otherwise I would have just gotten a little too much of the spoilers. Um, but yeah, like after an hour, I was super happy for Shari, and I still am. Super nice to see her like in the first place getting back to the peloton, like being like competing in all those races, and then to actually win like a world tour, like a grand tour stage. That was super
Oh yeah.
nice. But yeah, the sprint, yeah, yeah, we all know why I was a bit frustrated in it. Then like, yeah, her Lotte's line wasn't completely straight, but I feel like it was very obvious. It wasn't intentional. And I also like she got like a huge like she got a yellow card, she got relegated, then like the points for the green jersey and all that stuff. And I feel like in some way it's a bit unfair because like in a sprint preparation we see so much intentional bumping into each other, and that just gets ignored because I think she's the only one who got anything at all in this Vuelta, and I'm like, yeah, and that's is exactly the problem. I am quite sure Lotte had no idea Shari was coming there, and it was everything apart from intentional. So, but that's just because we heard the interviews. It was quite clear to me. But I feel like if the UCI would be like a little bit more consistent, this would have been easier to like accept. But that if that's the only thing
It's a
you
big if.
can get, you you can do this whole Wata, then you just didn't look properly, or you just were like, let's give a signal and pick out one of the big favorites, and then we've done it this way. It was also because, like, of course, we had they bumped into each other, and then it was a thing, and then. But I feel like in the sprints we've had this world, I think we've seen more dangerous stuff than that, and for sure more intentional stuff. Like it has passed and it's fine, but yeah,
Check your heart rate.
yeah. Yeah, but that's just the issue with the UCI. Consistency is for them is not key. So it just felt a bit like we saw something dangerous. Let's just go all the way there, and then the rest of the Vuelta, uh, one yellow card is enough. I mean, yeah.
There have been 5 Belgian riders who won a women's World Tour race. Can you name them all?
Oh, so women's world tour.
Yeah,
So Shari, of course, Lotte. I guess Jolien, Dora, Justine
Jolien Dore,
Gekkiere.
yes. Yes, and one more.
Uh, one more. Uh, uh, uh. Is
And
it
she's
more
gonna be very
recent?
disappointed with you.
Oh no. This is bad, right? Oh no. I'm having a blackout. Can you help me on this one?
It was last year. Talking about
Shit.
big surprises. Think Omloop.
Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
there we got it.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oof. Disappointed in myself. Yeah.
And rightly so.
But can I use the excuse Lotte wasn't on this before the podcast? So yeah, no, it's a lame excuse. Um oh, okay. I'm very sorry. Yeah,
That's all right.
it wasn't this actually. But yeah. Okay.
I mean, you got most of them in the end, but it's a very special performance, obviously, by Bossuyt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So overall feeling
And
super cool for Shari.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, amazing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Little bit less amazing was another gnarly crash. Ruik
Yeah.
out of the race, out of red, with the shoulder, wasn't it? And taking Chabocco with
Mm-hmm.
her,
Yeah.
it was a really scary fall as well. Chabocco actually
Yeah.
finished, but yeah, broken some ribs, and I think I really should check it, but I think she broke some vertebrae as well.
Yeah, I saw
I
something
mean,
like, but it wasn't an official statement. Like the official statement was like broken some bones, but I saw something like on the socials as well. The way it was something like that.
and of course, this is what you do when commentating, and you come up with something, you try to come up with it as you go along, and you try to fact check it, and then you obviously can't find it directly, so you have to fill in a little bit more. You type in another thing, and then you see the answer actually. Yeah, it's a fracture on 4 vertebrae and 3 ribs. So she's gonna be out of the Giro as
No.
well. Yeah, and it's absolutely
Mhm.
devastating. Hopes to be back at the Italian nationals. I would have loved to see her actually competing for the young riders jersey. She might have actually surprised a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, that was absolutely saddening. Uh, was there more?
Mhm.
I mean, we have to move on
I don't think so.
sometime. I think. Yeah. I mean, there's always gonna be more. There's always gonna be more stories, but with the recap, you have
Mhm.
to make some choices. A Coruña. It was actually a stage I was already looking forward to really for a long time.
Maybe we
It
should have
was
just mentioned some moments.
100. Yeah. I mean, it was a big battle for the QM in the first few days as well. Yeah, really
Yeah.
nice to
And we
see.
and we saw Moolman again getting, like, into the fight. I think it has not been the first time she's been doing that. So, in the last, few in the last year or something. So, yeah, it was nice to,
Yeah,
like, have,
really solid.
like, a big battle with, like, the small amount of actually mountain points we did have, while you had, like, one climb after another, and then still we didn't have many, like, points. I think in some sort of way I thought it was a bit sad because I feel like I am always, like, a big fan of the mountains jersey if it goes to, like, a rider that's not just the GC rider, and they could have perfectly given those riders some extra chances by just putting more QOMs,
Yeah,
because I think there were definitely the hills for it to do it. Like, I mean, in the Netherlands, they even put it, like, on a bridge, so I mean, there was more potential to that,
yeah,
in the race, and it would have been nice maybe to see, like, yeah, another face on the podium instead of, but it's cool for Paula, but I'm like, generally I always love to see, like, I mean, how beautiful was it to, for example, have Justine at the tour, like, fully commit and go for
yeah.
it like it was just a storyline of their own. And I feel like with just leaving so many opportunities to put QM points, I feel like, yeah, we missed out on that a bit. So
I
feedback
mean,
for you.
absolutely agree. It's um, almost always having to do something with logistical problems, like not there being enough archers, or sometimes I can't imagine that would really be the case with Unipublic though. But I mean, they missed a few mountain possibilities on the way for sure,
Mm.
especially in stage 3 as well.
Mhm.
Nice segue to A Coruña. I mean, it was like 7 or 8 climbs in the final.
Yeah.
Really lovely, lovely design actually. Hectic, yes, and even some cobbles in the final 5K. It was also really, really good. And I mean, I'm gonna take a look at my notebook again because I want to mention Sterre Vloed. And she was together with Felicity Wilson Havenden, the latter being the strongest of the two, but
Mhm.
still. Yeah, they went from the get-go basically, kilometer 1, about 80 kilometers together, and then Havenden rode on. Did we miss something? Yes, we missed the crash of Blasi
Of
during the
course.
stage.
Yeah. She it was not the only one this Vuelta. She made another one. Not go for the heart. For sure not when you, like, that one was with footage. But then I asked her if she was okay, and she was like, "Yeah, yeah, don't worry about me."
Yeah.
And then there were, yeah. So that was quite okay, and then, yeah, she did quite well, I would say.
Could be worse. Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of attacks in the final kilometers. Faulkner had a massive go near Viadoma. Of course, she tried on one of the climbs, and I don't want to sound cynical, but of course it had no effect really on the race.
I don't
Be-
want to sound cynical. Continues to sound very cynical, but
yeah, yeah, yeah,
go on.
I mean, no, absolutely love her attacks, but
Yeah, I get it.
yeah. Um, and then now there was a little bit of touch and go, um, waiting until the crucial sector, which did not prove to be the couples, but just as they left it, it was Alice Towers pushing the tempo and then dropping the tempo, which
Mhm.
allowed her teammates, Cedrine Kerbol, to jump away. I
Yeah,
mean, you gotta love her.
yeah. Gotta say, it also was a very, very cool attack. Like, it was like so like perfect team play. Um, gotta admit that. Of course, there was some. Maybe I was a teeny tiny bit frustrated about who got second again, but it
Oh
was
yeah,
a beautiful attack, and we all love Kerbal, so that's something. But like after 3 days, I was like, oh,
here we go again.
maybe
Yeah,
I'll water. Um, yeah, it's always like these sprint, and here like it was also so confusing again. Then you're like, and then if for one reason it was actually for Bredewald, but then they lost each other, and then Lotte sprinted, and then yeah, yeah, bit confusing.
yeah.
But
I mean, that's why we love cycling as well.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is allowed to be confusing sometimes.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the painful thing there in this stage for As He Works was mainly they were very grouped and like the whole stage, and then in the essential moment they were just not in the front, and that's where they lost it. Um, because obviously we saw the day after they are strong enough to get someone back very quickly if they have all their people there. So yeah, it was a bit of a missed opportunity for them, I think. Um, yeah.
Incredibly curious as well. Seeing Juliette Berthet losing so much time.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't expect that happening. And
Uh-huh.
seeing how strong she was in the rest of the Vuelta, it was really a pity because I think she lost podium there. So that's really sad for her. Um, should we say more? Van Dam, of course.
Yeah, she's also doing very well. Not a surprise. Although I've watched a couple of stages on Sporza. Don't ask me why, just some research. Uh, research. Yeah, they one of them didn't really know who Van Damme was. They also went with the Dutch pronunciation, which also hurted my ears teeny tiny
I
bit.
mean, she has Dutch heritage, but okay.
But Sarah Van Dam.
Yeah, I
um,
absolutely agree. But
but yeah, at least one of them was very surprised to see she could sprint. Um,
who might that be?
Hmm.
Anyway, I think we should move
Do you
on.
want to say something about Luce Aardigist, by the way, who's been
Yeah,
incredibly consistent?
I mean, Luce Aardegeest, I've known her for quite a few years. She is almost the epitome of tenacity. She loves this kind of up and down, up and down, up and down.
Hmm.
She was crazy strong at Brabantse Pijl, Flesh Brabanton,
What? Yeah.
almost in the break for 100k, and then with some shenanigans with Van der Breggen. Um, I mean, I actually now think Van der Breggen was right not to pull with her at Flesh Brabanton,
Yeah, but
but
it would have been second then, and that's what they got in the end. So
yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, and I mean, Aardegeest, a very solid rider. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, she was just pretty much always up there. Yeah, so very good to see. After, well, she had maybe sometimes a difficult stint at FDG, which started out very spectacular for her with taking the Great Ocean Road Race thingy. But of course, that's being a superstar team. She got pushed to the side a little bit more than she liked sometimes, I think. So it was really nice to see her back up there again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And just to keep you updated on QM, here we had Ashley Moolman taking over from Skibon. Yeah. Next,
Yes, please.
the day. I'm
The
right
day.
here, all turned
Oh,
around.
I mean, I'm gonna leave it all up to you. What happened?
Yeah, I do remember what happened. We had a break, for sure.
Well, it was a very strong breakaway. Yeah, I mean, may I first of all mention Annelies Nijsse. She was very impressive as well during this Vuelta.
Yeah,
And she was, I mean, she is not even less long a cyclist than Blasi is. And I think she's done an impressive job being
yeah,
around in the peloton just for so long.
yeah.
And
She came
yeah,
from
she
a
showed
classic.
herself during a very long breakaway. She'll pick up the race from there. Um, being in the break with Marta Jaskulska, Polish, very solid rider. Marine Allion, who we also got to know quite a bit, and Loretta Hansen. I mean, Hansen, just an absolute powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, Hansen was, I think, the last to get caught, or
Yeah,
uh,
I think so. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, together with the Jaskulka.
Yes. I was
Um,
thinking there was one human powered health rider, but who was it?
yeah, Jaskulka very strong as well.
Yeah.
Um, it well, it looked at one moment as if they might have a chance.
Yeah. I gotta say, I was like, I was like losing it in front of the sofa. I was like, no, not again, please, not again. Like that's the bad thing because I actually love like a breakaway win. That's not it. I'm like, I love the underdogs, but yeah, not at that time. Um, but they had just one rider pacing, and I was like, what? How are you gonna do this? I mean, you've heard like in the interview of Lotte after the race as well that she was like, I was like, at one point I didn't think we were gonna get them back, and I was like, shouldn't we ride with more riders to got them? Eventually they did it, and then you see like the true horsepower of SD Works, like. It was still 1 minute in on like less than 10 kilometers, and they just closed it, which was an incredible effort. And then Lotte finished it in the sprint. And it was a 1-2, not with maybe Brewold you would expect because they have been like the two leaders for the earlier stages. But Van der Breggen, which was bonus for Van der Breggen. And also, in case Koch would have been closer, it's always a good way to get those extra bonus from Koch if you can, and some extra green points away from her. So, like, I was quite impressed. And also, the thing that Van der Breggen, like, was there at that point also kind of showed that she was, like, feeling good, I would say, in the race. And then we had Paternoster on 3, Bossuyt on 4, and then Koch on 5. So yeah, was very happy after that stage. And of course, taking the red there as well, making it even more beautiful. So stage 4 was a good one.
Also, how crazy was Paternoster's Vuelta?
Yeah,
Oh, it was intense, let's say that.
yeah, the crashes, then not like getting the results you want, then being in pain,
Yeah.
KTU crash. Oh, that was
I mean, it
so,
was pretty much the same case with stage 5 for her, wasn't it?
yeah.
She crashed down with about 20k to go. I'm having to think a bit more because I didn't see this stage live actually, but it's a rare occurrence, but it sometimes happens. I mean, I might even ask you the same question. What what were you thinking during the final?
So I was like on my way to the osteopath, so I was like not super for. Yeah, I was thinking they were gonna go for Lotte, obviously. Who wasn't thinking that exact same thing? First of all, I was like, "Whoa, what just happened here?" That's special. But yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. If you can do it this way, and you really, yeah, it's if you can do it, and then you have like that also shows, I think, how big of a champion Lotte is. To like, yeah, she was the fastest, but she just controlled the whole sprint out, and like she was actively looking around, like, can I let her win, or do I need to, like, do I need to break, or do I need to push two more times to get? So yeah, I think that was like, yeah, that's what teamwork is, I guess. So it was, yeah, it was again as the works. I think they had some doubters this spring and like the early stages of the Vuelta as well. But yeah, from stage 4 on, would say it went quite well for them, and yeah,
Yeah,
they should do it here again. Can't imagine what it must be like to be, for example, Petra Stiasny, who's been battling since stage 1 to like for that win, then to hurt yourself in a crash again, and then to see like the images after the race where you have like Lotte Kopecky just controlling it, the sprint. I think you must be
yeah,
like, oh, fuck, this can't be true.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, beautifully played by them. Good result for Skalniak Soika as well. I had her in my fantasy team, so I was eager for a good result for her. And it happened. So thank you very much. Nice.
It really was her only chance as well to get a good result during the week. It was the flattest stage of them all, and I mean, yeah, the finish it was interesting actually. They of course tried it a couple of times in the past, as the Works Pro Time being well the most dominant force of the last 10 years basically. It came back to bite them rather famously at the Women's Tour of Britain a few years ago with
Oh,
yeah. I,
yeah, I'm just
it's
thinking back of that one right now.
Roseman Gannon taking the win back then, but which was really shambles, I shall call it. Yeah, so it's a tactic they do quite often. It can come back to bite them, but this time it worked out beautifully. And of course, we skipped over the entire breakaway group. So I shall call them fast. Annick van Alve, the only Dutchie, with 3 Spanish riders, Sara Martin, Idoia Erasto, and the Mallorcan rider, Marina Garau. Very, yeah, lovely to see her back again. She's yes, something I always enjoy riding in the attacks. One of the one of these little riders you uh, notice, and then hey, there she is again. So that's very fun.
Mhm.
And Alice Coutinho was there as well, of course, for 75 kilometers or thereabouts. And it had also an impact on the QOM competition with Coutinho taking over from Allion.
Mhm.
Uh, and Kopecky actually taken over green from Franziska Koch.
Yes.
Um, need we say more? No, don't think so.
No,
Oh yeah, there was the crash, of course, in the final kilometers. Because of course the weather was absolutely atrocious,
that's
and there
new.
was a huge crash with Van der Breggen being the biggest
Ah,
name.
yeah. Yeah. Ugh, I always have this thing with Grand Tours. Like at some point, it just overflows in each other, and that what? Which stage? Which crash? Who was involved? But yeah,
Yep,
of course.
story of my
Um,
life.
yeah, of course, a crash. Yeah. Then we went
Anyway,
into
we
the
don't
mountains.
want to talk
Although,
about more
uh,
crashes. I think.
was it Mami Garcia who crashed in the beginning of the sixth stage? or
Garcia crashed during the neutralization, of stage 6,
yeah.
if I remember
Because it
correctly.
had
Yeah,
quite an impact. Because was it today or yesterday? I don't know. She mentioned her hip really hurt it. So I think that had an impact
yeah.
as well on her performances. But yeah, it's not like Yui had much to worry about with the other Spanish rider rising up just a little bit higher and going quite strong this weekend.
Could say that. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I mean, stage 6, absolutely being a crazy final. We say about the Muur de Huy, it is the, well, most difficult kilometer in cycling. This was the most difficult final 4 kilometers in cycling.
Was just
Holy moly, what a climb. Um, I shall scrap and grab away in my papers and try to see and remember what the gradient was like, but it was absolutely epic.
There was one like sector of 27%. I do remember.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm. Oh, I do have it somewhere, but
it is,
hold on.
yeah, I got it here. It was 27%, 3.7K, averaging 13.4. Lovely jubbly.
Yeah. Exactly. Was yeah, happy I wasn't on the bike. Um
Same?
yeah, wouldn't have been like get up on the bike probably, but yeah, just happy I was watching from the comfort of my sofa, I guess. Uh yeah, what to say about it? Van der Breggen, she
An
wasn't
absolute masterclass.
going strong. I don't know what it was, but like from the beginning of this week, I had something like I wanted for Gazia, but I feel like Van der Breggen is gonna be better, which happened to be true in the first stage. In the second, in the first, well, in the sixth stage, happened to happen in the seventh as well. But like, yeah, after this stage, it was like, oh, Van der Breggen is really the one to beat, and
Mhm.
yeah, it looked like old time Van der Breggen. Just keep
Yeah,
on going, and then suddenly they drop.
I think the word I used was vintage Van der Breggen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, was exactly it. It's, I mean, it's been a real joy seeing her return, and of course, there's always gonna be new challenges that occur to her, but overall, it's yeah, really a lovely thing to have her back in the peloton. Really an asset to the races as well. I mean, yeah, she's obviously one of the 5 best riders ever in
Hmm.
the women's peloton, in my opinion. So, of course, you wanna have her alongside in the race. Yeah, the climb was to Les Prayeres in the long run into there was a nasty crash actually,
Yeah.
once again by Maeva Squibon. Yeah, that was really not nice to see. Also, the crash by Sarah Van Dam. Blimey,
Hmm.
that took me a few minutes to recover from that, let alone Van Dam, who
Hmm.
actually finished the stage. I can imagine that. Yeah, but apart from that, an absolute masterclass from Van der Breggen on the steep
Hmm.
climb. A bit of a disaster class, cynical me, you might say, from near Viadoma. One of
Yeah.
her worst days ever, she talked about. And, well, 2 very good riding youngsters almost being able to challenge Van der Breggen.
Yeah. And one of them was Paula Blasi. Love to see it. Yeah. I think it has going up fast for her, and she just keeps on going, and she just keeps on proving herself and proving to be even better than she believes, than everyone believes, which is awesome to see. Like I remember in December we were talking about like how she started the Worlds in Zurich, and she like almost stopped paddling because she was so starstruck by the fact that she was riding in the same peloton as Demi Vollering and Lotte Kopecky. And yeah, now she's beating like world-class riders, and yeah, wonderful. Was great to see, and what happens the stage after was even greater to see, but like already already
Oh my
like
goodness.
on Friday I was already, whoa, I'm so proud of this one. It's crazy how well she's doing, and I was already okay if she just stays in this position. It's been a beautiful Vuelta and she should be so proud, but apparently she just got she just had more in her, just like that. Also, very good performance of Marion Binal. We all,
Yeah.
or yeah, it was more expected to see Ferrand Privot being the leader of Visma, but she clearly doesn't have her Tour de France legs yet. So it was for Binal, and she did also incredibly well. Juliette Berthet, she mentioned last time earlier in the week, but here she was on 4th place. Tringa Colonna on 5, Music on 6, Castellin on 7, and Gaia Realini, who's also been struggling all week
Yeah.
to to some sort of follow the peloton. Also a solid performance on 8. We had Aleret on 9, Nia Doma on 10. Then we skip to place 13 with Lotte Glass, who also went very well. She's a good
Wha- wha-
climber. We knew
wha-
that before, and thank God she got a contract, because how hard could is it? Like you become like 13th right here between like all big names. So thank God some team actually said like, okay, we believe in you. Come with us. And she has lots of potential. In her interview, she also really like feel that she gets like the space from Phoenix, that she can like discover it on her own, that she can try to improve her peloton skills, which is also very great. And I think there are a few teams in the peloton who are a bit more like, oh, you're already on the older side. Yeah, if you need to learn, you'll. But yeah, it shows it was a good decision for Phoenix. So yeah, thank God for Phoenix. We had Stiasny, Petra Stiasny, which already was a very good performance on 15, but we all know the more mountains, the better. The steeper gradients, the better. The
Yeah.
longer mountains, the better. So yeah, let's maybe skip to the day after to see how that turns out.
It was the day of all days, I should say. It was, yeah, really something about the last frontier of the women's peloton. And oh my goodness, the amount of misogyny you always get in the lead in to these sort of climbs for women's cycling. It is absolutely horrible. But I think they absolutely proved everyone wrong by not only riding all the way up to the top of the Angliru, because of course they can do it, but also giving a spectacle. Because and there is of course a difference with riding up a steep climb and riding up a steep climb, given a spectacle. And the spectacle, yeah, absolutely was. But let's not get ahead of myself. First, the breakaway. It was a nice little sister act from Femke
Of course.
and Rianne Marcus. And actually, Liana Lippert, who was one of the few riders who did a recon of the Angliru. Her time being 1:04, I think I mentioned, during the recon. I mean, yeah, at some point they had 4 minutes, but I mean, at the foot of the Angliru, it was pretty clear that they were not going to do it. There's actually one more thing we should mention before we start the the climb hype. Let's say it like that, and that is the intermediate sprint, because there was history written down there. I mean, do you want to fill in what happened?
Yeah, of course. So Lotte won the green jersey, which is the sprinter's jersey, and I've listened very well to Tim the last few days, so we now do know she has been the second after Marianne Vos to have won all sprint jerseys in all the Grand Tours.
Very good. There has been
Yeah.
one. I mean, let's continue with the quiz question. Actually, there has been one rider from back in the day from Belgium who did win a green jersey during a Grand Tour.
I'm just gonna say Jolien, but I don't know.
No, sadly, no. It's a bit earlier, early
Yeah.
90s.
I suck at earlier. I wasn't born then.
Me neither.
But you have some extra years to have catched up on it.
Yeah, mate. It's true. Heidi van der Vijver won.
Oh yeah, that
green.
would have been an obvious guess, but I just didn't want to guess with a name I knew because that was a bit lame.
Yeah, I mean, Kopecky making the trilogy complete after Vos. Well done. Thank you for listening.
Always.
Vos taking, I mean, to be honest to her, fair bit of more points jerseys. I mean, even as a Giro, she has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. I mean, and then it's twice in the Tour and Vuelta as well. So Lotte has some catching up to do, but even just taking this is absolutely massive, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's it's really special seeing Kopecky. Yeah, I mean, it's not really a comeback because she was always there, but there was some doubt as well from a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not from you, of course.
Never.
Never.
Just doubting how I'm gonna prove they shouldn't doubt. There was a lot of doubt, but glad she showed them it wasn't necessary. It's never necessary to doubt someone who's giving their absolute best, just the detail. But yeah. But even she was getting the second places and stuff like that, she got a win, and still then those days I listen to sports are not good for my well-being really. But even then it's but climbing shapes and I'm like, come on guys, she won the green jersey, she won a sprint, she could have won more with some luck. I mean, what are we talking about? I think we should be happy we have someone who can compete from the Belgian side in this range of races. Even though after a year where she really struggled with lots of stuff, and still while the level in women's cycling has risen, she's still up there and competing for the biggest races. I've had this rant a lot of time before, but just
I never heard it.
So yeah, she did wonderful, and after last year, it's super nice to see her take those wins, to come to a Grand Tour and to just be annoyed about the second place. I feel like that on its own was a win. I know it's Lotte, and she will always want more and win more, and she's a champion, which is logical. But the fact that we are again in the position where we can be super frustrated about the second place in the Grand Tour is already a very nice thing, I think. So yeah, good Vuelta.
Yeah. I mean, back to the roots has absolutely been a good step for her, I think. And of course, there's always going to be the naysayers saying, yeah, Vos wasn't there, Ruud wasn't there anymore. But it's still taking a green jersey. It's absolutely solid. So
Haters are gonna hate.
hats off to her. And, well, can we now finally talk about the climb, please?
Yeah, go on,
Please.
because it's also a nice one to talk about. Also lots of bias.
Oh, man. It was, well, the absolute corker of the race. Angliru, Rampas Inhumanas. 12.4 kilometers, almost 10%. Dear me, and maximum of 23.5. I mean, you will do that on your folded bike, I imagine.
Yeah. No, I'll pause again. It's fine.
Yeah. Do you see it sort of almost as the last frontier as well for the women's peloton? Or
What did you say?
did you see it as almost a last frontier, a last mountain to conquer for the women's peloton? that
like
it was finally time
like
for them.
yeah, I think it's important we have like the iconic climbs. If it now had to be the Angliru, it's cool it was involved, but I was more frustrated by with like everything. Like, do you think the women can handle this? And isn't this too much for a women's race? And blah 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 blah. That part I quite hated about it. So in that sense, I was like, yes, let's go. Let's just prove them that they can do this. So yeah, no, it's good. Like with the Ventoux as well, we have in the Tour. With the Finestre, we have in the Giro. I think it is the thing that is Grand Tours is it's multiple days and it has iconic big climbs. So I think it's just important we have it as well in women's cycling. Did it necessarily need to be the Angliru? I don't think so, but it was very nice to have it there. So yeah, good it was involved. Good, almost the whole peloton got up it. Not we had a few DNFs, but this Vuelta finished with 102 riders, so I think that's
Yeah,
well done. Them. So
but you're
yeah,
gonna
I
have
think we
those
answered the
DNFs in the
question.
men's race as well.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
think, and I think we have some sprinter types also who finished this race, and I think if you look at the men's side, I think we would they're faster. There would be a sprinter to say maybe this is too much for me and there's no need. So I think they did it well, and like the unnecessary question of can women do this has also been proven. They can absolutely do it quite fast as well, make some spectacle. Uh,
yeah,
so yeah,
yeah,
nice. Only thing, my only remark is maybe they could have like I didn't like that we had like 2 days in a row with like super steep climbs. Maybe the day before I would have loved to see like a different type of climb. I think that would have been
yeah,
nice to like give different sort of climbers a chance. So that was the only thing that I was like, meh. But all in all, good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I absolutely agree. Um, yeah, it was really nice to see them actually racing up there and racing a solid race up there as well as we seen oftentimes in the past where it was just going from the bottom and then was just one rider going clear. Most of the times being Annemiek van Vleuten. I mean, we
Mm.
love her, of course, but
Yeah, it was
uh,
just we love you, but
yeah,
yeah,
but no, it certainly was a different time back
yeah.
then. She was absolutely ahead of the curve with everything. So I think yeah, I mean, to me that explains it a bit, and I think she would agree with the sentiment. Um, but yeah, you talked about the misogyny, and that is absolutely um, and the weird question for like, can women actually do this? As quite a few people would actually know, I've written a book about the Women's Tour de France last year. Um, I mean, there's so many stories like that as well. Like, for example, in the 1984 Women's Tour, Mika Havik, the first woman to take yellow, um, yeah, opening the route book for the first time while being at the start in near Paris, actually, and Peter Post, director sportive of the men's rally team, very successful back in those days. Taking a peek over the shoulder with her and seeing just all the climbs the women had to conquer that year for their second ever Women's Tour de France and, well, first ever for that generation. And Peter Post, um, just say, being absolutely staggered, like, they're never gonna make it up there. Really, yeah. I mean, it's demeaning, obviously, but it was so rooted in misogyny that he actually never thought they would actually make it. So I mean they've proven him wrong, and many others. So it is something we have come to see and hinder women's cycling at least for now about 100 years. I mean, 160 years actually. So it's been absolutely lovely to have them finally conquered the I think, toughest mountain of them all.
The cat
And then
was
you had to go away.
Yeah, my cat was eager to leave, so gotta listen to her.
I mean, yeah, that happens as well.
Yeah, she's called Lotte, so yeah, you just have to do whatever she wants because
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, we talked about Lotte for a lot, so I think, yeah, I mean, you
yeah,
can
she
watch the
just
whole story back on the podcast.
yeah, and she just had the feeling, okay, we've had the part about Lotte, it's time to leave for me,
Yeah,
Monica.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, I mean, I don't disagree, but it's another story. Yeah, it. I mean, who did you? I mean, of course, in your heart, you expected Paula to win. Did you really expect her to take it as well?
I'll just think, guess that Paula isn't listening because she has too much on her mind, but I gotta say I expected Van der Breggen to take it. Yeah, I was quite sure Paula wouldn't give the podium away anymore. But yeah, it's like whenever you get again, you get to see vintage Van der Breggen back, you really have that feeling, oh damn, it's like this again.
Yeah,
Yeah, you immediately just get the feeling like, yeah, okay, who's gonna beat this one? So for me, it was like, yeah, I didn't really, but I also wasn't like, oh no, for sure, nothing's gonna change. But I was like, there is a small chance, and if someone's gonna do it, it's gonna be Paula. But I did see Van der Breggen ending up first in GC. But yeah, still I predicted Paula on the stage. So yeah, I mean,
hype train.
it's always more biased prediction. But I was like, yeah, I would before the stage I would have said like 75 Van der Breggen and then 20 Paula and then the 5% something completely unpredictable. Which I certainly did not expect was Petra Stiasny to take the stage. Like, I know this girl can climb,
Yeah,
but like, what? Like, yeah, I'm still like. Also, I'll say it now. Like, the thing with the Angliru, you kind of felt it coming in some sort of way, so you don't have this like ecstatic screaming. But like the last 500 meters, I just started crying in my sofa because I was like, what the fuck is happening? It's starting to come again right now. But yeah,
take your time. Yeah,
and it's quite special, and I'm so happy for the both of them. Like we all know these days. Look at Reality. It's not easy to be a very small and light pocket climber who,
yeah,
in the women's peloton, you just don't get that many chances. Like these huge climbs, they are not there every week, not even every month. And yeah, she took the chance. I think she also couldn't really believe it herself. Uh, yeah, how would she? Because I think the last time we had the big climbs was in the tour, and then she got ill just
yeah,
a stage before the mountains. So she also couldn't like really test herself there. She also struggled the rest of the week to stay with the peloton. Just yeah, because I say it again, you're light, you're small, you gotta do descents, you gotta survive the rough starts, and then
yeah.
it just gets hard for you because we, of course, you guys were also talking like she has an advantage when it goes up, but she also has has this huge disadvantage when it goes like flat or downhill. So yeah, great that after a week of this she had the energy to compete and then to actually win. I think, yeah, we cannot be loud enough about this victory. This is like I'm so excited about this. This is like yeah, it's amazing. No one saw it coming, which makes it even better. It being Petra makes it even better. She's super cool as well. Like, I think 1.5 years ago, she had no idea the climate, the QOM was based on points and not on the time of
Yeah,
how you climb a climb. Yeah, like every race, she was like, why don't I have it? I'm quite sure I did the climb in the fastest time. Um, so
did I tell the story?
yeah,
I think so
I
during
think
the live, but
yeah.
yeah,
And you
Uh,
and Yui as well. Good shout outs here. Uh,
oh yeah, yeah. Oh, well, it's a it's a pleasure, but no, I mean, yeah, this being a sort of new sort of climb for the women's peloton, being this crazy steep, beep, 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 nasty bugger of a climb. Yeah, perhaps it just had to happen that a sort of new type of rider took this, and I mean, it's absolutely wonderful to see it, and it's not like she doesn't deserve it because holy mother of Moses,
yeah. I was,
it was
but
one hell of a ride.
yeah, I was just already happy to see like the back wasn't too big anymore when starting the Angliru. So she also started in a good position because I think yesterday she also started way further back. So you saw her like coming through the others. Um so
Yeah,
yeah, beautiful.
I mean,
And not her
yeah,
most
yesterday
way
being
at
a
the office.
totally different approach, so it makes sense as well.
Yeah. Um so yeah, wonderful to see. Yeah. Let's not put the pressure on, but hopefully she can ride lots of big climbs in races. But I think the team has seen when we now have a big climb, they have to have Petra there. So yeah,
Yeah,
super great for her. Always great when it like comes out of nowhere, but somehow you're like, okay, this one is capable of something, because like pre-stage I was like just going over who I thought might be doing well for Shiraz, because surprise we do have a lot of good climbers on our podcast, and I was like, yeah, Petra is gonna do better than yesterday. I would say like just out of top 5 or something. I was expecting something like that, but then I was like,
yeah,
wow, girl, we're like pacing with like Van der Weyden in our wheel. We're doing this, and then yeah, of course she went past it, and then she got back to yeah. Can't say much more about it than wonderful, emotional, beautiful, great.
taking her first Grand Tour stage win and also taking her team's first Grand Tour stage win. They have been going for 14 years already, so that's quite an achievement. And I really think, yeah, Young Powered Health, they often get shoved away as a sort of lesser World Tour team, but actually they do a rather nice job, actually. Also with their own identity. So I mean, I really like that. And it's also, yeah, just rather nice to see Stiasny out of the Roland, bit of a hellhole.
Yeah.
That is also quite nice to see. Um, crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah,
Also great again that Human Power Tell believed in her and picked her up, because she's not like, I think, the talent most teams like when they see Arlan is gone, we're gonna take this talent.
yeah,
So good they picked her up, and talent scout always, yeah, they always come with a reward, and quite a beautiful one, I would say.
yeah. I mean, it was all right.
Yeah, and Paula, of
I mean,
course.
if
Yeah.
if you want to win one stage, this is gonna be it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously. Yeah, exactly. And then we also need to talk about Paula, of course, because like, wowie, that was quite nice. Also, the top 2 is not only she rides, but are also late newcomers to the sport, because Petra is also not long in the sport. Same to say about Paula. So well, happy they found their way to cycling in
yeah,
general as well. And yeah, Paula just did super well. And yeah, she was so strong. Yeah, they both did incredibly well. Better than I ever expected. But yeah, super good to see it. Really.
yeah. I think I summed it up again during the broadcast how unbelievably quickly it all went for her. Like
Mhm.
2 years and 2 months ago, almost to the date, was her first actual cycling race. I mean, yeah, I mean, how does she do it? I I would really love to know, Paula. If you're listening, tell me. Tell us all, actually,
Yeah,
because
it
we
was bad
really
on
want to
that
know.
she doesn't even know herself. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, of course she doesn't know herself. She's going to be going at it for so long. It's,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, you gotta love a surprise like that.
uh-huh.
I mean, of course, we knew she was gonna be good at the Vuelta, but holy mother of Moses, winning
Yeah,
against all these
exactly.
riders.
Yeah, that's exactly my feeling. I was like, okay, podium. I feel like that's a possibility, and then you're
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
and even podium is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it
yeah.
was her first Grand Tour, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I
You
also
you
remember
you
like a
shouldn't be
part.
allowed.
Yeah, I also remember like a part of our episode in the summer with her where we were talking about, yeah, what are your goals gonna be, because you have Longoborghini and she wants to go to Giro and whatever. And she was like, yeah, everyone wants Giro and Tour. I'll go to the Vuelta. I'm happy to do it. And then yeah, you go to the Vuelta and then you're happy to win it as well. So yeah.
I also remember writing a Tour de France special, as one does.
Mhm.
It already went to the presser, so there's nothing about it to change anymore. And I'm quite bummed about it because I believe I mean, of course, you name Paula in it as one of these youth talents coming up. But I thought, I mean, is she gonna have a big Grand Tour win under her belt when the tour starts? I don't think so. So I mean, I will apologize to Paula in advance for writing. Yeah, maybe this Tour de France would be a lovely Tour de France to get into the gist of things, and maybe go for the mountain jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, she has one of that as well already.
yeah. I mean, technically you could still be right, but oh wow, yeah. What was all this?
Yeah.
It's absolute ciclismo
Yeah.
in the highest possible form. Um, yeah, this is why you love the sport, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing more to add. Yes, 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 100 times yes, yes. Also, Juliette Bertin, really like in some sort of
Oh.
previews I've read a lot like, yeah, but these steep gradients aren't really her thing, but third here again today. That's really strong. That's also something I think that makes Demi Vollering very happy if she's watching this from home and seeing her go up the mountains so good.
Yep.
Bunau again, also super strong, also expected her to end up in the top 10, but like competing this closely for yeah, victory-ish. That was unexpected. Then Van der saved her podium on 5. We had
Also, what a ride by Van der Breggen.
yeah.
Oh, it yeah, it got rather overshadowed, but man, that was absolutely incredible. Being able to defend second place, even. I mean,
uh,
I really didn't think that would even happen. So she done, yeah, didn't have the best of days. Maybe it's a bit of an issue from the crash 2 days ago. 2 days later, always the
uh,
worst moment. But yeah, yeah. I mean, she fought for it, and she's got to be praised for that absolutely as well. Being we are fifth in the stage and second overall. Yeah, I mean it's still it's still very good. Rest of the top 10. Yeah.
yeah, Cavalla also going strong after some work in the earlier stages. Cool performance. Zygarde, yeah, solid. Yeah, it's not that she like exceeded the expectations like immeasurably, but yeah, very solid performance by Zygarde. Not much to say about it. Yeah, Ostolaza. Yeah,
Wow.
wow, indeed. That was something. Yeah, it's like a rider when you're there or something like. Ah, yeah, 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 for sure. But when you're like previewing a race, you're like not really thinking about her. Uh, but then when she's there, you're almost like, ah, yeah, of course she's there. But still. she ended up like fourth in GC or something. So that's
Yeah, fourth is
oh,
absolutely
wow.
massive.
That's like wow X2 or something. Yeah, no, very very good. Then we got another she rides. 3 riders in the top 10 of the Angliru, just want to mention. With Barbara Malcotti on 9. Also good by her. She really had a hard time coming back from injury. So good. She made the Vuelta and she
Yeah.
actually made it a good one for herself as well. Nienke Winke from SD Works was 10, so they also won the team classification. So the end of this Vuelta was basically like, ha, guys, if you wrote us off by now, maybe you shouldn't, because we're absolutely there. And yeah.
Yeah, of course you shouldn't.
No, exactly. But yeah, it's always like it's the thing about sports. I think people go really fast. If it goes bad for 2 days, oh my god, no, they are so dumb. We're not gonna see
Yeah.
anything from them. And then they perform. They perform twice good at a 1 day classic, and you're like, oh yeah, she wins the Vuelta. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with sports. I feel like, but yeah,
And please may it continue to go like that because I secretly also love it a bit.
yeah.
It's passion, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Then the stage was a good one for she rides because on spot 18 we found Lotte Klaas. We said in her interview, well, I'm happy it's over. Yeah, I can get that. She even ends up a spot before her leader, so very good climbing by Lotte there. Sigrid, yeah, that has been something that has been happening more this year. Won't go further into it, but good performance by Sigrid after that huge pull before the real action started at 20. And then to round it up, we also had Peter Kitko on 23, who's been doing a solid Vuelta as well. So yeah, and then the NGC, she rides, wins the Vuelta, which is
Well,
beautiful. Maybe Paula Blasi wins the Vuelta. Yeah, the cows will be
yeah,
proud.
that is the right order, I think. Yeah.
And then we have Barbara Malcotti, who ends up on the 9th spot in GC as well, which is also very good for
Very
her.
good.
Yeah. Now just give her a couple of more weeks, and then she can grow a bit to her Giro, and then perfect.
See, per favore.
Yeah,
Um,
Giro is not coming fast, right?
yeah, it's not even a month.
Yeah,
I'm still
3 weeks.
needing to get used to it, but it's yeah, it's gonna be absolutely massive as well.
But I feel
Also
like,
with
yeah, it was good we had a change, but this maybe wasn't a change which was the perfect one to get, but it's a
I mean,
change.
yeah, I mean it's never gonna be perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh, at least it's something new. It's of course it's an issue that the calendar is so well front lobbed. I think it's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean May, June. It's absolutely crazy. Um, and also after the Tour de France, yeah, just not that much left. But
Yeah.
okay, accept it and try to do better in next year's. At least, well, we're gonna really enjoy Giro as well. I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy that they RCS took over
Mm-hmm.
because that has been rather an improvement. So I mean, yeah, just hope that the rest of the calendar gets a bit more spread out.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know how. I don't have all the answers either, but I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
would be lovely if that were to happen. But I mean, oh, Giro is gonna be so good.
Yeah. Hopefully with a
Oh,
long-awaited Sarah Gigante comeback. Thank you, guys.
oh yes, please.
Patience is gone. Come on. Line her up. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, it would be the perfect time for another She Rides win.
yeah,
I'd
exactly.
say. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I've already, like, when the announcement came out, we had the just fucking said the name earlier on. The climb. Finestre, of course.
Yes.
I'm sorry, my brain is tired. Forgive me for that. Um, Immediately I sent her like, this should be something for you. And I think she agrees. So let's get
Yeah.
her to the Giro. Let's stay safe, and then just go full gas.
I mean, she at least done a recon of the Finestre as well, eh?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so. She went to do some reckoning, or maybe we see Sarah in the Spanish block. Maybe already doing some warm up. I have no idea, to be honest.
No, I mean, and that's all right as well. Yeah. She
we
will
so
say it when
next week,
she's ready. Yeah.
yeah. So we have Navarra
Uh,
next week, and then we also have Burgos. No, yeah, no, it's another one first. It's Zulia.
Itzulia.
Sorry, like it's Zulia, and then after that, it's
I mean,
Burgos, but yeah, we have Vas,
yeah,
Ostolaza, and Cavalar on the start list. Okay.
yeah, but everything can change, can it? In my experience, these races, I mean, you don't even need to take a look at the start list until the day before. Absolute shambles always going on there, and rightly so.
Mm-hmm.
Numbers to fill in. I mean, we just see it when it happens, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Exactly. Also, Shakira is doing well because she has been struggling with all the consequences of her Sanremo crash. So hopefully, she's able to train some more, and we see her back into racing.
yeah, but we good. I mean, there's so many stories
Mhm.
like hers.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think we can round off our recap of the Vuelta here, unless you want to add something more. Do we need to go over all the winners of the jersey and classifications once more? Or
Yeah, yeah. Let's actually do
in
that
case you didn't know.
as a proper proper roundup. So it's the one and only Paula
So for
Blasi taking the red jersey, being not the first Spanish Grand Tour winner. Do you know the other name who won 2 times Tour de France and Giro in the past? I know your
sorry,
brain is full, but
what did you say?
there has been one other Spanish rider on the women's side who has won Grand Tours.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pass. I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, Johanna Somariva,
Go on,
who
say it.
won 2 Tour de France and 2 Giros in the past. I wonder if Paula would know that. Something to think about.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on. Blasi absolutely slamming it out of the park. Taking the mountain jersey as well. And do you want to say who won the green jersey?
Oh, really? If you want me to, I can do that. So, yeah,
I
it's
mean,
the
Saar,
sprint.
who was it?
Who was it? It's a good question. It's not like, yeah, we didn't talk enough about it already today, I think, but it was the one and only Lotte Superwoman Kopecky who somehow did manage to get a jersey yet again. So yeah, congrats to her.
Yeah, massive performance from her as well. Bunel taking the young riders jersey. I mean, yeah, she was the best young rider.
Yeah.
What's there to say? Also, Lotte de Schepper. I mean, we should at least mention her. Solid
Yeah.
Vuelta.
Yeah. But there was some confusion with the like the rules of the Vuelta. There was like a mistake in it. So like first like
Yeah.
there was like confusion about like who can actually compete for this jersey. So yeah. In the end, Binal did compete for the jersey, so that made things a bit more complicated for Lore. But still, well done. She became 11th in GC, I think. So
Yeah.
very well done by her.
Best Belgian ever in the Vuelta. So fair play to her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Steenberg's taking the team classification as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That'll be it, I think.
Yeah. You've
Yeah,
just did
I
the
mean,
first
yeah.
step.
There's one slight grip I have with this with the race. Why
Yeah.
wasn't there an attack classification?
Oh, sorry, what did you say?
Why wasn't there an attack combative
Yeah, the combative.
competition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, I like, in my opinion, there should be one like every race, like not only like the Grand Tours or something, like
Yeah.
just have it always.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely agree.
Hmm. Yeah, it
I
adds
mean,
some more dimension to the race.
yeah. I mean, if it's gonna be small things like that we have issues about, it's not been a bad race.
No, maybe one day extra would be nice. Just in my head, it's strange to end on a Saturday. So
Yeah, agree. Yeah. All right, enough talk, I think. I mean,
exactly.
I've been already talking for I think 4 or 5 hours today, so I'm also quite happy to let it go as we stand.
Yes. Thanks, Tim, for joining me today. It was great to have you on and to answer some of your questions. Definitely not all. Got exposed sometimes, but that's fine. You gotta be real to have your own podcast. So then, as you might not know, in some parts of Flanders and Belgium, because of course it's Belgium, we don't do things, obviously. It's Mother's Day, both in the region Christophe and I are living. It's Mother Days this weekend, so we might have a Mother's Day related guest on this podcast next week. So stay tuned for that. That's a wrap for episode 73 of She Rides. A huge thanks to Tim for talking with me about the Vuelta, and we hope you enjoyed the ride. Make sure to subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or YouTube so you never miss an episode. And if you like today's show, a rating, like, or comment really helps us reach more listeners. Follow us on Blue Sky and Instagram for behind-the-scenes updates, and She Rides is sponsored by KDM Endurance Coaching. Don't forget to check out our other episodes, and if you get any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for listening to She Rides, where when cycling takes lead. Keep watching the fun, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.